Hello, everybody. Ella J here for a wrestling gal. And today I'm joined by a Miss 450, Big Rachel Armstrong. How are you today?
I'm doing great. Oh my goodness.
I am so good to catch up with you. I think it's probably been about 2 years since the
I
last
was
time
gonna
we
say it's
spoke.
been a couple years.
It's been a hot minute. I did see you though. I traveled to Indiana to the girl fight show back in February. So I
Hmm.
did see you wrestle, but it's been a hot minute since the last time we actually sat down and spoke. And I am so happy with the occasion coming up because it's bringing together two of my favorite things, women's wrestling and Survivor. We'll get to the Survivor aspect later, but like I said, we are here to talk about Girl Fight Wrestling is coming back to New Albany, Indiana on Sunday, August 16th for Survivor Girl Fight Edition. You will be competing in the tournament to crown a brand new Girl Fight champion. You've been vying for that title for a couple of years.
For
You're
years.
no stranger to Girl Fight, but I must say there's a bit of an obstacle in your way. Her name is Vert Vixen, who you will be taking on in the first round of the tournament. I think this may be your first time facing off, if not at least on the girl
Yes.
fight stage.
Yes, this is our very first time facing off, actually. This is a match that I've wanted for so long. So I think this is actually, I don't know. I feel like this is my first pressure point since coming back. I think this is the groundbreaking match for Big Rach to prove where I am right now. And I think Vert is a perfect competitor for me to push myself to that extent. And I think this is just inspiring for me because I've wanted to face her for so long. And what better stage than freaking girl fight?
Yeah, you mentioned she's kind of been an inspiration to you. I feel like you two, she might have only a year or two up on you, not by that many. But what about her really resonates with you and has moved you?
Just her aggression and just her intensity in the ring. Like I love it. And I just feel like that's the kind of grit that's gonna bring out the big and big reach. So
Yeah,
I think that's gonna be an iron sharpen iron kind of match. So I think
I
this is a great proving ground and ready to push the brakes off.
I think it's a good mix of styles too, because you're no stranger to going up high and taking flight. I feel like she's more striker based. She can be aggressive. You can be aggressive and hit
Hmm.
hard too as well. So for those who are maybe attending Girl Fight for the very first time, what do you think they can expect to see from you?
I think a lot of hang time in the air, absolutely. But I also think I can stand my business on the ground as well too. So I think you get a little bit of everything with Big Rach. Just be ready to
Yeah.
raise the roof is all I can say.
Oh yeah, you will. Never a dull moment when Big Rach is in the ring, I must say. And we mentioned though, you're no stranger to Girl Fight. You were there in the original days. You were there at the revitalization back in February. That Girl Fight Championship. There's a couple obstacles in your way, but you are in the hunt for it. What would it mean for you to win the Girl Fight Championship?
uh, it just takes me back thinking about my first girl fight. And I wasn't even supposed to face Billie Starks, but things happened and some way, somehow I showed up and I was facing Billie Starks. And I'm just freaking little Rachel Armstrong that's been wrestling for maybe a handful of months at the time. So this was the hugest thing going for me at the time. So I just think just looking back to that little Rachel that stepped in there and stepped up to Big Bill at the time and just seeing how much I've grown and just come up through girl fight in itself, I think this is huge. And I think winning that girl fight championship is it'll just be near and dear to my heart because girl fight I grew up there. I really basically got my big start there. So I think it'll just be a super huge full circle moment around.
I was gonna say you took the words right out of my mouth. We love full circle moments here.
Hmm.
We don't exactly know how many competitors are gonna be in this tournament. There'll probably be at least two, maybe three rounds. But like you said, I feel like it's only fitting if you were to win it. You were there in the OG days, so I mean, if Billie Starks is gonna pass the baton to anybody, Big Rach has a big case for herself.
Hey, I got big shoes to fill, but Big Rach is here to fill them. So I think if anyone's gonna climb this mountain here, I think you better have enough grit and a little more ambition and heart than me because I'm pretty hungry for this one.
Yeah. And I have to applaud Billie Starks for a second because girl is only in her young 20s taking on full-time wrestler and also promoter at the same time. I don't know
Yeah,
how she does it. What has your experience been like working with Billie both as a performer and behind the scenes?
just phenomenal. It's hard to even really say words. Just like I said, being able to face her in that match and just the universe finding a way for us to, have that kind of a bond with each other. Like she took my hand and she's been, giving me everything I need to be great. So I just think it's special to have someone like that I can just reach out to and confide in and just, know that I've got someone that's, just wants the best for me and wants to see me succeed as well. So
Yeah,
no
absolutely.
bias in any form, but
It's okay
just
to
a
be a little
genuine
biased.
relationship
Yeah.
that I just love her so much for that.
I agree with you. I've had a great relationship with her for about gosh like 6 years now. She's a wonderful person. Like, and talk about growing up fast. She kind of had to grow up fast, but she's matured into such a lovely young lady, and also now leading the charge with Girl Fight along the way. And you mentioned though too, that match was maybe 2021. It's now
Yeah,
2026. You mentioned that you've grown a lot since that time. Confidence may be one, but in what other
absolutely.
ways do you think that you've grown personally and professionally since then?
You know, just recently coming back from, fracturing my ankle, like not even just bringing that up, but I just feel like it completely slowed me down in all the right spots I needed to slow down that I didn't even know I needed to. So just being able to come back with just a fresh mind, a good headspace, I feel better physically than ever. Like my meal preps are all starting to, come together and everything. So I just think I just think everything's coming together for me right now.
I was going to ask you about your ankle injury a little bit later, but since we're here now, it was shortly after the girl fight, maybe 3 weeks after, maybe early March, I want to say, mid March
Yes, that's
maybe.
exactly it. Early March.
How and if you don't mind, how and when did you sustain this ankle injury?
Uh, it was at GCW in the Valleydale Ballroom. I was doing a 12-man tag. I was part of Team Unsanctioned that night. And it was just one of those on the fly catch and a dive.
Yeah.
So it was just one of those things. It was just a tad bit too much for Big Rach to handle that night. But that's all right because you know what? I'm back bigger than ever right now.
Yeah. And you rocked that ankle boot, my friend.
Oh man, it was a hustle carrying that thing around. Holy moly.
I can only imagine it's like this lug you're like on your one foot trying to like walk. Okay, so I have weak ankles, but I have never been in a boot before. Can you like what is the experience like moving around in that thing?
Uh, the best way I can put it is like the sword in the rock
Yeah.
that's impossible to get out. I feel like I'm lugging that whole rock around. That's exactly what it felt like. Like I could just
Oh,
knock a hole in a wall with the crater on my foot.
I can just imagine you limping, trying to lug that thing around. Oh my God. Well, I will say you rocked it though. You had a good attitude, it seemed like at least.
I mean, hey, everything happens for a reason, so who am
Yeah.
I to put a damper on it?
You mentioned though, you've probably been on the go, go, go the last 5 years. You mentioned though it gave you time to like breathe and maybe enjoy life a little bit. How did you
Yes.
fill that time while you were away from the ring and recovering?
Honestly, just healing. Like for the first time since graduating high school with and I was playing five sports in high school. I was in all the clubs.
Valedictorian. I
Yes,
know.
going straight to freaking college and starting wrestling and just being
Yeah.
go, go, go from that. So just being able to, I mean, it was the first time I slowed down with no anything. And yeah, I just got to sit down with myself and mentally heal, physically heal, get my whole life together. So I think it was really just a blessing in disguise, to be honest.
Yeah, sometimes I guess we need a break. If we're not gonna do it ourselves, the universe will sometimes do it for us, I guess.
But cooking, oh my gosh. Cooking
Ooh,
and baking, I've been in my like inner chef era.
okay.
Like it's insane right now. I'm making everything homemade. Like I made my own hamburger buns just because I just wanted to test it out and see.
Yeah.
And like now I'm so curious. I kind of want to start a little YouTube series. And it's like, what can I make like that you could buy in the store? And then I make it homemade and then have people like taste test and compare it.
Yeah.
So
Ooh.
maybe pending, but we'll see.
We gotta workshop some series names.
Hmm.
Chef Rach. We'll workshop it.
We'll cook them up.
I am curious though, what have been some of your favorites that you feel proud of, whether in the kitchen?
I think I've mastered my steak now.
Ooh, wait, okay,
So
how do you cook it? That's probably the most important question.
on the cast iron,
Okay.
okay, so put the oil, make it hot, and then season the steak with salt and pepper. Plenty of salt, plenty of salt. I mean the grinder salt. It has to be sea
Yes.
salt. And then sear it on the cast iron, both sides, all around, and then butter. Butter, and then spoon it on top, and then let it cook through. And I've got the handy dandy meat thermometer. My gram, she's amazing. She brought me a meat thermometer, and yeah, you just let it cook until it's done, and then let it rest for just like 5-10 minutes. Cut it up, and voila.
Now, do you cook it medium rare, rare? I hope not well done, Rachel. It's gonna be a deal breaker for me.
I wouldn't say well done, but it's
Okay.
in the middle between well done and like a little bit not.
Okay. I don't know what that means, but I trust you.
You
I
just gotta
won't
feel
knock it
it. I
until
just
I
feel it
try
out.
it. Until
I
I
just feel
try
it
it.
out.
Yeah. Okay.
I just know
Okay.
my vibe.
Yeah, yeah, I get it. I'd be so curious. I'd love to see Rachel in the kitchen. It's good to explore, discover who you are outside of wrestling
Yeah,
because
a
it
little restaurant in the
probably
future, maybe.
going
I don't
go, go,
know.
go. Like even myself sometimes, like it's my whole life. I'm like, who am I outside of this?
Yeah,
And
that's
it gave
exactly
like,
what I felt like. I just
mm-hmm,
felt like I just lost myself,
yeah.
and just I felt like the slowdown in wrestling just made me realize, like, wow, what am I without wrestling? What am I without school? What am I like without like anything?
Yeah.
So it was just a good self discovery period for me too, honestly.
Yeah, and it's good too that you found a love, and
Hmm.
not only is it good for your soul, if it makes you
Yes.
happy, you can share it with the world too. You'll
Hmm.
create your own specialty. Just got to do some experimenting in the kitchen.
Absolutely. I want to make my own
Yeah.
little recipe book already.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
okay.
already like
I
yeah.
will buy it
Okay.
100%.
All right, we already got to market.
Yes, you got at least one customer. I will say though, I think you came back to the ring in June, maybe late
Yes.
June it was.
Yes, it was
How
like
did it
mid late
feel?
June.
How did it feel getting back in the action?
Oh my goodness. I can't even explain how like just nerve-wracking I was waking up that day and just knowing like I don't even know what I was knowing, but I don't know what was going on with me. I was bawling my eyes out. I was happy, and then I was excited, and then I was too scared, and then I was nervous, but then it was all like, no, like this is good. Like we just need this. It was just everything. But the moment I stepped through the curtain, it just felt just so healing. It's just
Mm.
like, yeah, I can't survive without wrestling.
Yeah, it's probably second nature now at this point. I
Yeah.
mean, you're out of routine for a while, but once you get back in, it's probably
Yeah.
like we said, second nature to you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I will say I have to highlight that match that so I'm from New York. I flew out especially for this show because I was like,
Ooh.
I have to see it. So I was pleasantly surprised to see you taking on Maya World, which also I think was maybe another first time matchup
Yes,
at the
it
time.
was one that
You
I wanted
guys
forever.
opened the show with the banger.
Ooh,
How
we
was
love to
your
see it.
experience working with Maya?
I love her so much. Oh my gosh. Like I feel like we have like this kind of chemistry together and this
Yeah.
flow. And that was just a little bitty taste of just everything that we could make in that ring. So I'm crossing my fingers we get a second go sometime.
Me too.
But also raising
Um,
the roof for her because she is, oh my goodness, killing it. I
yeah,
love that for her.
AEW TBS champion. We saw Athena at that show as well. We're
Hmm.
due for Jamie Hayter to come in. So some hot names. What has it been like seeing Maya Worlds now as, TBS champion?
It's amazing. Oh my gosh, it's her world and we're just living in it.
That's so true. That's so true. I am so looking forward to you, like we said, though, you taking on Vert Vixen for the very first time. And another big part of this show, it's an all women's brand. So in that spirit, who are some women in and outside of wrestling that inspire or empower you?
Uh, First and foremost, I have to say my Grams because she
Yeah.
just makes everything possible for me. So how could anything be possible without her? But just, geez, women, just wrestling in general, everyone's just killing it right now. Like women's wrestling is just thriving on this whole different market that is just insane, that everyone has all these great opportunities right now.
No, they're like we mentioned, like a Billie Starks, My World, Vert Vixen, obviously in your personal life as well. It's a star-studded event. We don't even have the whole lineup listed for that. I know Kenzie
Not even
Page will be there,
close.
Vert Vixen will be there, some new names, I believe Emily J. Billie Starks will of course be there. She will not be wrestling, I don't think, because she relinquished her title, but she'll be there. She's running the show.
How could she not
Um,
be?
right? I have to say, I'm a little biased because I love the theme for this. Because outside of wrestling, one of my big things is I'm a big reality TV fan, with one of them being Survivor. So I wanted to highlight the theme. It's Survivor Girl Fight Edition. The actual Survivor is out wrestle, outlast is Billy's kind of taking on her own
Hmm.
spin with that. I have to ask, are you a fan of Survivor at all? Have you seen it?
I actually have not seen it.
Rachel, we
I
got to get you
know
on the
I'm
board.
terrible. Okay, you have to fill me in though.
Oh my gosh, there's 50 seasons worth of They just finished season 50 back in May. It's going to be season 51. There's a pro wrestler on there too who was in NXT.
Oh my
He's
gosh.
competing. So like that's you have to watch that.
Okay, what does it come on? What does it come on?
I believe September 23rd, I want to say is the premiere date. That Wednesday. Oh my God, next month. Wow, time flies.
Whoa.
Yeah, September 23rd is the premiere date.
Okay, I'm definitely gonna be catching up.
Okay. You're familiar though with
Yeah,
basically
I am
like
familiar with the
what it
plot. I
is.
am familiar
Okay.
with the plot. I
Okay.
just don't know all the details.
That's fine. I'm so curious. How do you think you would fare if you were to play Survivor? Do you think you'd be more social, strategic, physical, or an all-around player? If we saw
Ooh,
Big Rach out there in
definitely
Fiji.
strategic. Oh my gosh, I'm such an overthinker. It's insane.
Same.
Like
Do
there's
you
there's there's nothing going on besides a plan in my brain, and I
So
just
you'll
can't
always
help
be
it.
thinking, okay.
I just can't help it.
Do you get really competitive in like board games?
Mm, I wouldn't say in board games because I know they're
Um,
fun,
Okay.
but in physical sport, yes.
Okay. So it's kind of a mix of like gaming, but also there's physicality too.
Yeah,
I feel like
yeah.
you do really well at certain challenges because of your background. But I'd be so interested to see you like in there from like a strategic standpoint, especially now. How do you feel about like the outdoors? Because see, I love the game, but I can't do bugs. I can't
What?
do that or the heat. That's just me though. How do you think that you would fare in the elements?
Okay, the bugs is probably going to be like the make it or break it for me,
Okay.
but I love the outdoors.
Okay.
I love the outdoors. And like, yeah, that would be so my element. But the bugs, that's what gets on my nerves. But I understand nature and everything. The animals, we love to see them.
Yeah. You're not like so like I'm afraid of bugs. You could deal with them, you would feel like you
I
might
can
not
deal
like
with
them, but you'd be able
them.
to deal with them. Okay.
Yeah, I could live with them.
Okay. I could not. That's the only thing. If it I'd be okay, just can't with the bugs. I'd be freaking out the whole
Yeah. That's fair. That's fair.
time. I will say, okay, so We know that you'd maybe be a strategic player. What wrestlers do you think would fare well if they played the actual Survivor and competed?
Ooh, definitely Gabby Forza. Absolutely. Oh my gosh, who else? Jocelyn Navarro.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. I also think, you know, I don't hate to say it, but Vert Vixen, she's got enough grit.
She is a gamer.
Yeah. She I think she's the one with the master plan.
She is a gamer. I mean, that was her whole shtick. Player one.
She might
Hmm.
already have it all figured out.
Mm. I feel like I wish I was going to see what this is going to look like, but I will at least be able to watch it on IWTV. And I can't wait to see what Billy has planned for like what Survivor elements are we going to get in there? Are we going to have like a challenge?
Ooh,
Like, is she going to build one of the
we're gonna have
challenges,
some
whether it's
plot
like an
twists.
endurance or like a puzzle or something? I feel like Billy, I don't know
Ooh,
what's in your mind, but I hope you gotta bring some elements, some of the challenges into
this might
there.
get pretty interesting, actually.
We already saw a chops and shots match the last time,
You
so
never
and we
know
saw
what you're gonna
karaoke,
see.
so exactly, you never know what you're gonna get at a girl fight.
Oh my
I will
gosh.
I will say though, another thing that I love that too is with this one especially, starting I believe this month recently, they're gonna be partnering with the locals community there.
Hmm.
And Billy was telling me they're starting community outreach and starting with local middle school. They're gonna collect school supplies and backpacks, and then maybe the talent will be putting together backpacks. I think it's a lovely, especially if you're gonna be in the same area for a whole time. I mean, that's basically Billy's backyard too. So
Hmm.
she definitely has an in with the community there, and I know that's going to be a big thing going forward. Girl Fight has been posting Amazon wish lists for local teachers for school supplies, and it's going to be back to school season two. So each donation, big or small, makes a difference. So if you're interested, Girl Fight has all the links on their social medias to all the Amazon wish lists, or you can donate to as well. I'm sure Billy or Girl Fight would be able to provide you with the link for that as well. I think that's really awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You know, to wrap things up, obviously the Girl Fight Championship is first on your mind foremost. But what are some of Big Rach's other personal and professional goals looking forward right now?
I think a personal goal for me right now is just to have more fun. I kind of want to take like a before I think I was too pressure motivated, and now I just want to feel more present and just have more of a grasp on my experiences. So I I really I really am just trying to find my stride again and just enjoy the journey right now.
Yeah, like we mentioned, you just I've been in go go go. You probably have the similar experiences where you get so lost in like your work that you like don't enjoy the small moments around you. You're just so like work focused or like I gotta get this done or I want it to go well. You're in your own head that
Yeah.
sometimes you lose like the spontaneity, of the
Hmm.
moment.
But also just like my like mobility training and like I've been doing like yoga lately. I just got
Yeah.
my library card
Okay.
because no lie, I felt a lot of reading in college. Oh my gosh.
We
Like
all did.
I
It's
started
okay.
hating it.
We all
But
did.
no, I just got back into it and I love that for me. I've been loving taking like little walks and finding like cute little spots to go sit and read at. And yeah, that's definitely been my little go-to.
What have you been reading recently?
I just got it actually. I haven't checked out too many books quite yet,
Okay.
but I'm taking any recommendations. So if you got any good stuff to send my way to check out, absolutely.
Now, are you like a mystery girl, a fantasy girl, fiction? What are your go-to genres typically?
I'm just trying to see. I'm just trying to take a little bit of everything in right now. We're finding big reach.
Okay. How is your ankle, by the way, currently? I know it's been about 2 months and 2.5 months since you've been back. How is it feeling right now?
It's great. It's great. I actually just had
Good.
my final orthodontic or orthopedic. I mix those up all the time. I just had my final appointment this week, so doc says it looks as good as new. It looks like it never even, broke or anything before. So we're looking
There
in
you
good
go.
shape.
I will say though that that walking boot might have been a good weapon, and if you were to stomp somebody, I will
Absolutely.
say.
I keep it handy.
You never know. We don't even know. Maybe there could be added stipulations added onto this tournament match. Maybe so you got to pack it just in case.
Somebody might be getting a big boot.
Her name would be Vert
Literally.
Vixen. That's so funny. Who knows though? Well, Big Rach, before we let you go, please let the listeners know where they can find you online and support you.
Instagram at Rachel double underscore Armstrong. On Twitter at Armstrong18 Rach. And Facebook, Rachel Armstrong.
And don't forget to check out Rachel Armstrong at Survivor Girl Fight Edition coming up on Sunday, August 16th. It'll be on IWTV about a week or two after the show. So if you're not able to go there in person, you can always watch it at home. And you can also buy tickets now. They're still available. Rachel will be competing in the first round of the
First
Girl Fight
round.
Championship tournament, taking on Vert Vixen for the very first time. Dare I say, Stove Stealer right there. It's going to be hard to top that.
So I hope you guys are ready to race the roof.
I will. I feel like it's only fitting for that kind of bar kind of setting too.
Hmm.
You got to raise the roof a little bit.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Rachel, thank you so much for joining me here. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you for having me. This was so fun.